Okay, hello students. In this video, we are going to discuss the error and uncertainty. In the last video, we had concluded our discussion regarding the precision and how the normal distribution curve varies with the change of indeterminate errors and how to figure out the indeterminate errors, the number of values, how they differ, and the graph changes in the form of bell shape. In case you have a doubt, you can discuss with me in the comment section or in the during the class regarding the graph. That graph is quite important. Okay. Now further, after understanding that in case we increase the number of data points during the analysis, during taking the data, then we can reduce this inaccuracy and increase our precision value. Now if we have got some particular value, how much certain are we about that value, that it is more towards the accuracy or less towards the accuracy? That certainty is understood through uncertainty calculations. So in case the error is there and you say, suppose I have 2.45 as the standard deviation value plus minus 5. So that plus minus 5 is, that means you are uncertain about that value plus minus 5. Means you are uncertain up to 5 points or 4 points or whatever value you are writing. So now what is this? Let's understand it in proper definition terms, that error is the difference between a single measurement or result and its true value. Okay, so single measurement what you are doing and its true value. But what is the difference between uncertainty and error? So that means you may understand that uncertainty is similar to error. No. Uncertainty expresses the range of the possible values that a measurement or a result is expected to have. So when we talk about error, we know exactly the error is like, suppose you are supposed to get the value as 2 and you are getting as 4. So that means you are having a plus 2 error. You are certain about it. But when you are talking about uncertainty, it can be positive and negative plus minus 2. So that means you can get the value from 0 to 4. That is the uncertainty that expresses the range of possible values that a measurement or result is expected to have. Now this is not same as precision, as the precision of an analysis is calculated from the experimental data and provides an estimation of indeterminate error affecting the measurements, whether it is reported as a range or as a standard deviation. You can report in any terms, but generally it provides an estimation of the indeterminate error, the precision. So more is the precision, less is the indeterminate error, obviously. Uncertainty basically gives you a range. Error gives you an exact value of the result, which is the difference between the true value and your resultant value, what you have got. Now to understand them in mathematical terms, first of all we should recall our basic concept of significant figures, which you studied first time in 11th standard. So let's go with the basic rules and few questions, and rest then we can go for the calculations further. So what do you mean by significant figures? These figures are used, that means once you got an answer, so how many figures out of those are significant to your answer? They generally help in propagation of errors, how much error you have got, and you have to be certain about that up to what digit or what decimal or what number of digits that certainty or uncertainty is there. Regarding that, we take help of significant figures. So according to the bookish definition, the number of digits necessary to express the results of a measurement consistent with the measured precision is significant figures. So the number of digits necessary to express the results of a measurement consistent with the measured precision. So how much measured precision is there, that is significant figure. In exam, no one is going to ask you about the definition, but you should be very clear about the concept. So there are few rules which we follow for significant figures to assign them. If I have given you a number and ask how many number of significant figures are there, you have to just go through these rules and answer the question. All non-zero numbers are always significant. Second, all zeros between the non-zero numbers are significant. All zeros which are simultaneously to the right of the decimal point and at end of the number are always significant. All zeros left to the decimal point are not significant. this is reverse of the normal mathematics which you learn. Okay, and zeros preceding to the first non-zero digit are not significant. So take care of these points, and then you can figure out that what is the how many significant figures are there. Let's discuss some questions on this. Suppose this is 0.216. So number of significant figures in this is, can you tell me? 1, 2, 3. Okay, out in this number of significant figures are 1, 2 and 3. In this, how many are the number of significant figures? According to your rule, the zeros after the decimal are also significant. That means it gives 5. Here it is again 1, 2, 3. Then here 4 and here 2, because the digits before the decimal, before a non-zero number and after a decimal are non-significant. So these are the two reverse rules of basic mathematics which you are used to. So just take care of that and then you can answer. Okay. One more point I want to mention here is absolute error is reported along with the sign and it gives us the uncertainty in its value. Relative error is reported as percentage with a sign. Okay. Now let's come to absolute variance or uncertainty. That is, uncertainty is basically expressed in terms of variance, and how it is calculated. You know the standard deviation S. So it is S square equals to S1 square plus S2 square plus S3 square. Generally we square them and add the uncertainties for a question. This formula you will understand further in a proper way when we will go to the questions. I'll tell you to calculate in this. Tell in the following whether the uncertainty is absolute or relative first of all. So in case it is expressed in terms of any of the units, then it is absolute. Otherwise in percentage it is relative or in another way. Like suppose in 5.2 gram plus minus 0.1 gram. That means you are uncertain about this 0.1 gram. 0.1 gram means it can be 5.3 grams or it can be 5.1 gram. You are uncertain about the last number. That's why you have given the uncertainty of this 0.1. So here the significant figure plays a very important role. अगर यहाँ पर आप दो numbers लिख देते 0.12, that means it is different from this. Then that means you are not very sure about the last digit up to 0.12. So that's why if it is up to only one digit, that means you are uncertain about only one digit. Here in 22.22 pounds plus minus 5%, it is relative. And here it is again relative because it is in percentage which is being converted to, that is 10% and then 1%, sorry, and then converted to 0.01. So again it is relative uncertainty, relative and absolute. Now let's do one or two more questions about calculation of absolute and relative variance. This is the question I am giving you. You have to add these three numbers, but their uncertainties are also given along with that. I have added these three numbers and given the answer. Added these two and subtracted obviously. And then plus minus you have to solve this. How to solve this? So whether they are getting added or subtracted, you are supposed to add them. So it is plus minus 0.07 square plus 0.01 ka square plus 0.02 ka square. You are getting some answer which is the square root of it. You are going to do the square root of it. And because it was s square, right, when the square moves then it becomes square root is equals to plus minus 7.3 into 10 to the power minus 2 is the answer you are getting. So you are going to write answer as 58.51 plus minus. Exact answer will be in terms of significant figures. So the answer is here it comes out to be 0.0073, right? Now number of significant figures we are going to take as per as principal number. जो main number है आंसर का, उसमें जितनी significant figures है उतनी हम यहाँ पर लेंगे. Okay, and we are going to express it in terms of that. So uncertainty here in the principal number is 2 digits. So we are going to answer with respect to two numbers only. So we are not going to answer like this. We are going to answer it as 0.07. Okay. Okay, it was not 0.0073, sorry. 0.073, yeah. And now the answer will be 0.07. So the absolute variance is plus minus 0.07, and for relative you need to calculate the percentage divided by the main number, and you are going to get it 0.012. This 2 is the significant figure, which this is the other way of writing a significant figure, which you have studied in 11th, that you can write the last uncertain number. This is the uncertain number, which you can write it as 2. So as this is 0.012. So you can write it this way or normal way. Fine. So this is the how you are going to solve this question. I am giving you one more question and I expect you to solve it and give me the answer during the class or in the comment section. 3.978 plus this percent, this and this. You have to solve, calculate the average, absolute and relative uncertainties as well. Okay. So calculate these things and you are going to get the answer. And get back with me with the answer. Okay. I have given you the average here after calculation. So uncertainty only you have to calculate. Calculate the absolute as well as relative uncertainty. Okay.